What is a financial plan, and how is that different than having financial products? Hi, my name is Jackie Yip. I'm a certified financial planner at Ocean 6 Wealth Advisory here in Vancouver, BC. I specialize in helping entrepreneurs in creating innovative and impactful financial plan so that they have the clarity and confidence to create their new world. If you see my past videos, you've heard me talk about this notion of having a financial plan versus having some financial products. I believe they're two separate, different things. And here's what I mean. If you think back about the first time you got some financial advice, a lot of times our clients would have gone through their local bank, something that they are associated with or known to have dealt with for many years. And when they walked into that financial planning meeting, what they got was a lot of financial products at the end. And what I mean is that a lot of times they have set up some sort of automatic payments or savings for them to put money towards their RSP and TFSA. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think those are necessary tools for you to create that future. However, your goal of walking into that meeting was to have some clarity and understanding of what your financial future could look like and not walk out of there with some mutual funds or some investment tools to start putting your money towards. I believe they are two separate things. So this video is actually a two-part video where I'm going to address the 6 key elements that I think you should have in having a successful financial plan. So follow along to see if you have these 6 things checked off, and congratulations, if you did, you will have a proper financial plan. And if you didn't, just look at that financial journey and see where it is that you're missing, and let's start filling those gaps so that you can start creating that financial future that you deserve. So let's dive right in. What are the 6 key elements in your successful financial plan? Well, I believe everything starts with a clear cash flow plan. And as the saying goes, cash is king. And here's what I mean. I don't need you to have a fixed budget of exactly how much money you're going to spend on coffee or newspaper or luxury items this year. What I do want to see is are you clear in understanding where your money is going towards each and every single month? We have costs that are fixed, that are necessary to have the lifestyle that we want, such as the roof over our heads, the car that we drive, the food that we eat. A lot of times these things are what we consider fixed expenses. But having a clear cash flow plan goes beyond just knowing where your money is being spent. It is having a set of behaviors that you can go back to and a set of guidelines whenever you overspend as well. So this is why we spend a lot of our first meeting in rewiring of how the money is actually being worked in our lives. There's no problem in spending money. In fact, I do encourage and encourage all my clients to really get clear on how they want to spend their money. We ask the question simply though, are you putting those money towards the important things first, or are you spending on things that are maybe some things that are not necessary, or even something that's easily forgotten over in the future years? So an example of this is we are well in the summer months right now here in BC. It's getting really hot outside. And on the weekends, I tend to overspend a little bit on my kids. I would buy them ice creams, I would take them for a nice cold treat, or maybe we'll go to a splash park, or we spend some extra money here and there. And it's easy to lose track of that when we're in the midst of it. So having a framework of clear cash flow allows me to ensure that I have something what I consider guilt-free money to spend. I know how much I can spend every week towards these luxury items and these lifestyle things, so that I'm not overspending and not forgetting to put the money towards those important things first. So every month I am very clear that where my money is going now, on things that I must pay for, the things that I enjoy for my life, and the things that I want to put towards to my financial future. Having those 3 key elements will give you the clarity that you need so that you have guilt-free money to spend, so that you can actually enjoy the money, while at the same time building that financial future that you have envisioned for yourself. So go back and check, do you have an understanding of where your money is going each and every month and every year? If not, this is a very good place to start. Step number 2, or key number 2, is having a clear understanding of how debt works. I know, we've all been taught that debts are bad. We should go and pay those off as fast as possible. But in my mind, financial economy has changed dramatically in the last 20 years. Debts are no longer the same bad things that it used to be. When interest rates were 16 and 20%, definitely you want to get rid of those high interest debt as soon as possible. But if we're utilizing debts properly, we can actually start growing our wealth. And so understanding how debt works and how to take advantage of debts really starts to propel and escalate your financial future. So get a clear understanding of how your debt is being structured. Are they taxable? Are they non-taxable? Are they working for you, or were they working against you? In our second step of our financial plan, we do a deep dive as to where your current debts are going towards. Are they structured properly? And at the end of the day, are you also taking advantage of the situation that you have and the borrowing power that you might have to grow your financial future? The third key element in a successful financial plan is having the proper insurance. Let me ask you this quick question. What do you think is your biggest asset in your lifetime would be? Just think about that. I bet you your mind went towards things like your home, your car, or your business. While those are really, really great things in your life, they are not the one thing that is the most valuable. That the first and foremost thing in order for you to have those nice things that you're proud of is to have the income that you can produce those things with. So the continuous income is really your biggest asset. And so having insurance is really to ensure that you can continue to make the income that you have been earning so that you can build towards a financial future. Again, using me as an example, I have 2 kids and a lovely wife at home. And if I stopped working, they would definitely not be as comfortable as they would be today. So to ensure that I can provide them the lifestyle that I want to, I must ensure my income. And that's the only way that I can ensure that my future and the success of my financial plan will come to fruition if I have the proper insurance. There's usually 2 things that I see that happens when I first review insurance with our new clients. Number 1, insurance should be reviewed annually. This is a very common mistake that most clients have. They've bought some insurance in the past, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, and they never really kept up with it, and they actually have forgotten as to why they even have this insurance in the first place. So make sure you're going back every year to revisit your insurance plans. Make sure that they're still aligned with the goals and where you want to achieve them for them. The second mistake that I see most business owners and entrepreneurs are making is that they're not using their corporate dollars to buy the life insurance. So a lot of times our clients start off by having insurance in their personal name because their business was just starting and they needed it to cover a mortgage or a debt that they have incurred. But over time, when their business is successful, they've forgotten to put that life insurance back in their corporation. Yeah, you heard me correctly. You can actually use corporate dollars to own life insurance, and it has some major tax benefits when you're doing that. So make sure you're reviewing your insurance annually, and make sure you're using your corporate dollars whenever possible to buy these insurance. I guarantee that will propel your needs and your ability to have the proper insurance plan, to have everything else that you've planned for. So that's it. Those are the first 3 key elements of a successful financial plan. Look back in your current financial situation and ask yourself, do you have clarity around these 3 steps? If not, where is it that it's missing? Where's the gap in your financial journey? Let's start a discussion around that area so that you have the clarity that you need. Thanks again for watching part 1 of 2 videos. Make sure you are watching to the end to get the link to part 2 so that you can still finish off and have those last 3 key elements to build your successful financial future. If you're an entrepreneur and you're excited to build your financial future and you would love to start by having a conversation with us, I encourage you to jump on ocean6.ca and get connected. I'd love to see if we can help you to create the financial future that you deserve. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch future videos that could provide you with more financial values than you ever thought of. Thanks again for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.